Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see who's here. And thank you for tuning in. I think I have it right on the Facebook setting. Hello, Sean. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. And B Wolf. Hello. Thank you for joining. Okay. So we are meeting again for a night reading. Hope you're comfortable. Tina, welcome. Hello there, Tina. Hope you had a nice day. Alice, welcome, Alice. Let me know if you all are relaxing while we do another reading. This will be part 2. And I have to ask you to please forgive me. I thought I would be able to wake up really, really early this morning. I don't know what happened. I normally wake up really early, and I slept up until I had a meeting this morning, and then I had to do some advocacy. You know, I do the advocacy, so taking someone to their appointments, medical appointments. So listen, we're going to treat this as pop-up, okay? It'll be a pop-up reading of the book of Enoch until we get it finished, okay? So if you've been wanting to read the book of Enoch and you just hadn't gotten around to it, that's okay. I got you, okay, fam? And look at this. Adam is here. Welcome, Adam. I love seeing you here. Woot. Hello, Keith. Hello, hello. Bernadette's in the house. Victoria. Hello, Victoria. Yolanda. Hello. Molly. Hello. Yes, maybe I did need a little rest, Keith. You might be right about that, because yes, it's a time where we are doing a lot, and it's okay. We can do it. So I'll jump in. If you let me know if the sound is good, please let me know, and we will hang out, and I will begin reading where we left off for the book of Enoch. I'll pick up Enoch's 27. So Enoch 27, if you are reading from the books of the Ethiopian Bible, that will be the one I refer to. Thank you, Molly. Okay, I'm going to jump right in. Enoch 27. And if I don't get a chance to say hi to you, oh my goodness, I had to stop to say hi to the money, honey. Hello, missed you, sis. Thanks for coming by for this night reading. We're going to meet up a few times, okay, until we get it all done. All right. So, Enoch 27. Then said I, for what object is this blessed land, which is entirely filled with trees, and this accursed valley between? Then Uriel, one of the holy angels who was with me, answered and said, And you know what? I want to fix something. Remember, I told you we're going to have the frequency of the shofar. Okay. So I want to definitely have that because someone said that it's very soothing. So we want to do that. We want to have that frequency going. So forgive me. And you know what we'll do? Just get into that mood. And I'll start over. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to start over from Enoch 27. Okay. Then said I, for what object is this blessed land, which is entirely filled with trees, and this accursed valley between? Then Uriel, one of the holy angels who was with me, answered and said, this accursed valley is for those who are accursed forever. Here shall all the accursed be gathered together, who utter with their lips against Jah unseeming words, and of his glory speak hard things. Here shall they be gathered together, and here shall be their place of judgment. In the last days there shall be upon them the spectacle of righteous judgment in the presence of the righteous forever. Here shall the merciful bless Jah of glory, the eternal King. Here shall they be gathered together, and here shall be the place of their habitation. In the last times, in the days of the true judgment, in the presence of the righteous forever, here shall the godly bless Jah of glory, the eternal King. In the days of judgment, over the former shall bless him for the mercy in accordance with which he has assigned them their lot. Then I blessed Jah of glory, and set forth his glory, and lauded him gloriously. Then I went to another place from the desert towards the east of that mountain which I had approached. There I beheld choice trees, particularly those which produce the sweet-smelling opiate, frankincense, and myrrh, and trees unlike to each other. Choice trees, literally trees of judgment. And over it, above them, was the elevation of the eastern mountain at no great distance. I likewise saw another place with valleys of water which never wasted, where I perceived a goodly tree, which in smell resembled frankincense and myrrh. And towards the sides of these valleys I perceived cinnamon of a sweet odor. Over them I advanced towards the east. Then I beheld another mountain containing trees, from which water flowed like Niketro. Its name was Sarara and Kalbonba. And upon this mountain I beheld another mountain, upon which were trees of alva, Niketro a nectar, Sarira and Kalbonba, Styrax and Galbanum alva, aloe. These trees were full like almond trees and strong, and when they produced fruit, it was superior to all redolence. And on the sides of those valleys I saw fragrant cinnamon, and beyond these I proceeded to the east. After these things, surveying the entrances of the north, above the mountains, I perceived 7 mountains, replete with pure nard, odoriferous trees, cinnamon and papyrus. From there I passed on above the summits of those mountains to some distance eastwards, and went over the Erythraean Sea. And when I was advanced far beyond it, I passed along above the angel Zatiel, and arrived at the garden of righteousness. In this garden I beheld, among other trees, some which were numerous and large, and which flourished there. Erythraean Sea, the Red Sea. Their fragrance was agreeable and powerful, and their appearance both varied and elegant. The tree of knowledge also was there, of which, if anyone eats, he becomes endowed with great wisdom. It was like a species of the tamarind tree, bearing fruit which resembled grapes, extremely fine, and its fragrance extended to a considerable distance. I exclaimed, "How beautiful is this tree, and how delightful is its appearance!" Then holy Raphael, an angel who was with me, answered and said, "This is the tree of knowledge, of which your ancient father and your aged mother ate, who were before you, and who, obtaining knowledge, their eyes being opened, and knowing themselves to be naked, were expelled from the garden. From there I went on towards the extremities of the earth, where I saw large beasts, different from each other, and birds various in their countenances and forms, as well as with notes of different sounds. To the east of the beasts I perceived the extremities of the earth, where heaven ceased. The gates of heaven stood open, and I beheld the celestial stars come forth. I numbered them as they proceeded out of the gate. I wrote them all down as they came out one by one, according to their number. I wrote down their names altogether, their times and their seasons, as the angel Uriel, who was with me, pointed them out to me. He showed them all to me and wrote down an account of them. He also wrote down for me their names, their regulations, and their operations. From there I advanced on towards the north, to the extremities of the earth. And there I saw a great and glorious wonder at the extremities of the whole earth. I saw their heavenly gates opening into heaven, 3 of them distinctly separated. The northern winds proceeded from them, blowing cold, hail, frost, snow, dew, and rain. From one of the gates they blew mildly, but when they blew from the two other gates, it was with violence and force. They blew over the earth with strength. From there I went to the extremities of the world westwards, where I perceived three gates open, as I had seen in the north, the gates and passages through them being of equal magnitude. Then I proceeded to the extremities of the earth southwards, where I saw three gates open to the south, from which issued dew, rain, and wind. From there I went to the extremities of heaven eastwards, where I saw three heavenly gates opened to the east, which had smaller gates within them. Through each of these small gates, the stars of heaven passed on and proceeded towards the west by a path which was seen by them, and that at every period of their appearance. When I beheld them, I blessed every time in which they appeared. I blessed Jah of glory, who had made those great and splendid signs, that they might display the magnificence of this works to angels and to the souls of men, and that these might glorify all his works and operations, might see the effect of his power, might glorify the great labor of his hands, and bless him forever. The second vision which he saw, the vision of wisdom, which Enoch, the son of Jared, the son of Mahalalel, the son of Canaan, the son of Enos, the son of Seth, the son of Adam, saw. And this is the beginning of the words of wisdom, which I lifted up my voice to speak and say to those which dwell on earth. Hear, ye men of old time, and see, ye that come after, the words of the Holy One, which I will speak before Jah of spirits. It were better to declare them only to the men of old time. But even from those that come after we will not withhold the beginning of wisdom. Till the present day, such wisdom has never been given by Jah of spirits, as I have received according to my insight, according to the good pleasure of Jah of spirits, by whom the lot of eternal life has been given to me. Now 3 parables were imparted to me, and I lifted up my voice and recounted them to those that dwell on the earth. The first parable. When the congregation of the righteous shall appear, and sinners shall be judged for their sins, and shall be driven from the face of the earth. And when the righteous one shall appear before the eyes of the righteous, whose elect works hang upon Jah of spirits, and light shall appear to the righteous and the elect who dwell on the earth. Where then will be the dwelling of the sinners? and where the resting place of those who have denied Jah of spirits. It had been good for them if they had not been born. When the secrets of the righteous shall be revealed, and the sinners judged, all the godless driven from the presence of the righteous and elect, from that time, those that possess the earth shall no longer be powerful and exalted, and they shall not be able to behold the face of the holy. For Jah of spirits has caused his light to appear, only the face of the holy, righteous, and elect. Then shall the kings and the mighty perish, and be given into the hands of the righteous and holy. And thenceforward none shall seek for themselves mercy from Jah of spirits, for their life is at an end. And it shall come to pass in those days that elect and holy children will descend from the high heaven, and their seed will become one with the children of men. And in those days Enoch received books of zeal and wrath, and books of disquiet and expulsion. And mercy shall not be accorded to them, saith Jah of spirits. And in those days a whirlwind carried me off from the earth, and set me down at the end of the heavens. And there I saw another vision, the dwelling places of the holy, and the resting places of the righteous. Here mine eyes saw their dwellings with his righteous angels, and their resting places with the holy. And they petitioned and interceded and prayed for the children of men. And righteousness flowed before them as water, and mercy like dew upon the earth. Thus it is amongst them forever and ever. And in that place mine eyes saw the elect one of righteousness and of faith. And I saw his dwelling place under the wings of Jah of spirits. And righteousness shall prevail in his days, and the righteous and elect shall be without number before him forever and ever. And all the righteous and elect before him shall be strong as fiery lights, and their mouth shall be full of blessing, and their lips extol the name of Jah of spirits. And righteousness before him shall never fail, and uprightness shall never fail before him. There I wished to dwell, and my spirit longed for that dwelling place. And there heretofore hath been my portion, for so has it been established concerning me before Jah of spirits. In those days I praised and extolled the name of Jah of spirits with blessings and praises, because he hath destined me for blessing and glory according to the good pleasure of Jah of spirits. For a long time my eyes regarded that place, and I blessed him and praised him, saying, Blessed is he, and may he be blessed from the beginning and forevermore. and before him there is no ceasing. He knows before the world was created what is forever, and what will be from generation unto generation. For whose sleep not blessed thee? They stand before thy glory and bless, praise and extol, saying, Holy, holy, holy is Jah of spirits. He filleth the earth with spirits. And here my eyes saw all those who slept not. They stand before him and bless and say, Blessed be thou, and blessed be the name of Jah forever and ever. And my face was changed, for I could no longer behold. After this I beheld thousands of thousands, and myriad of myriads, and a multitude beyond number and reckoning, standing before Jah of spirits. On the four wings, likewise of Jah of spirits, on the four sides, I perceived others, besides those who were standing before him. Their names too I know, because the angel who proceeded with me declared them to me, discovering to me every secret thing. Then I heard the voices of those upon the four sides, magnifying Jah of glory. The first voice blessed Jah of spirits forever and forever. The second voice I heard, blessing the elect one, and the elect who suffer on account of Jah of spirits. The third voice I heard petitioning and praying for those who dwell upon earth, and supplicate the name of Jah of spirits. The fourth voice I heard, expelling the impious angels and prohibiting them from entering into the presence of Jah of spirits, to prefer accusations against the inhabitants of the earth. After this, I besought the angel of peace, who proceeded with me, to explain all that was concealed. I said to him, Who are those whom I have seen in the four sides, and whose words I have heard and written down? He replied, The first is the merciful, the patient, the holy Michael. The second is he who presides over every suffering and every affliction of the sons of men, the holy Raphael. The third, who presides over all that is powerful, is Gabriel. And the fourth, who presides over repentance and the hope of those who will inherit eternal life, is Phanuel. These are the four angels of the Most High God, and their four voices, which at that time I heard. After this, I beheld the secrets of the heavens and of paradise, according to its divisions, and of human action, as they weigh it there in balances. I saw the habitations of the elect, and the habitations of the holy. And there my eyes beheld all that sinners who denied Jah of glory, and whom they were expelling from there, and dragging away. And they stood there, no punishment proceeding against them from Jah of spirits. There too my eyes beheld the secrets of the lightning and the thunder, and the secrets of the winds, and how they are distributed as they blow over the earth. The secrets of the winds, of the dew, and of the clouds. There I perceived the place from which they issued forth, and became saturated with the dust of the earth. There I saw the wooden receptacles out of which the winds became separated, the receptacle of hail, the receptacle of snow, the receptacle of the clouds, and the cloud itself, which continued over the earth before the creation of the world. I beheld also the receptacles of the moon, whence they came, whither they proceeded, their glorious return, and how one became more splendid than another. I marked their rich progress, their unchangeable progress, their disunited and undiminished progress, their observance of a mutual fidelity by a stable oath, their proceeding forth before the sun, and their adherence to the path allotted them, in obedience to the command of Jah of spirits. Potent is his name forever and forever. Their proceeding forth, path allotted them. After this I perceived that the path, both concealed and manifest, of the moon, as well as the progress of its path, was there, completed by day and by night. While each one with another looked towards Jah of spirits, magnifying and praising without cessation, since praise to them is rest. For in the splendid sun there is a frequent conversion to blessing and to malediction. The course of the moon's path to the righteous is light, but to sinners it is darkness. In the name of Jah of spirits, who created the division between light and darkness, and separating the spirits of men, strengthen the spirits of the righteous in the name of his own righteousness. Nor does the angel prevent this, neither is he endowed with the power of preventing it. For the judge beholds them all, and judges them all in his own presence. Wisdom found no place where she might dwell. Then a dwelling place was assigned her in the heavens. Wisdom went forth to make her dwelling among the children of men, and found no dwelling place. Wisdom returned to her place, and took her seat among the angels. And unrighteousness went forth from her chambers, whom she sought not, she found, and dwelt with them, as rain in a desert and dew on a thirsty land. I beheld another splendor, and the stars of heaven. I observed that he called them all by their respective names. and that they hearkened unto him. In a righteous balance I saw that he weighed out with their light the amplitude of their places, and the day of their appearance, and their conversion. Splendor produced splendor, and their conversion was into the number of the angels and of the faithful. Then I inquired of the angel who proceeded with me, and explained to me secret things, what their names were. He answered, a similitude of those has Jah of spirits shown you. They are names of the righteous who dwell upon earth, and who believe in the name of Jah of spirits forever and forever. Another thing also I saw respecting splendor, that it rises out of the stars and becomes splendor, being incapable of forsaking them. Parable the second, respecting these who deny the name of the habitation of the holy ones and of Jah of spirits. Heaven they shall not ascend, nor shall they come on the earth. This shall be the portion of sinners who deny the name of Jah of spirits, and who are thus reserved for the day of punishment and of affliction. In that day shall the elect one sit upon a throne of glory, and shall choose their conditions and countless habitations, while their spirits within them shall be strengthened. When they beheld my elect one, for those who have fled for protection to my holy and glorious name. Excuse me. In that day, I will cause my elect one to dwell in the midst of them, will change the face of heaven, will bless it and illuminate it forever. I will also change the face of the earth, will bless it and cause those whom I have elected to dwell upon it. But those who have committed sin and iniquity shall not inhabit it, for I have marked their proceedings. My righteous ones will I satisfy with peace, placing them before me. But the condemnation of sinners shall draw near, that I may destroy them from the face of the earth. There I beheld the Ancient of Days, whose head was like white wool, and with him another, whose countenance resembled that of man. His countenance was full of grace, like that of one of the holy angels. Then I inquired of one of the angels who went with me, and who showed me every secret thing concerning this Son of Man, who he was, whence he was, and why he accompanied the Ancient of Days. He answered and said to me, "This is the Son of Man, to whom righteousness belongs, with whom righteousness has dwelt, and who will reveal all the treasures of that which is concealed. For Jah of spirits has chosen him, and his portion has surpassed all before Jah of spirits in everlasting uprightness. This Son of Man, whom you behold, shall raise up kings and the mighty from their dwelling places, and the powerful from their thrones, shall loosen the bridles of the powerful and break in pieces the teeth of sinners. He shall hurl kings from their thrones and their dominions, because they will not exalt and praise him, nor humble themselves before him, by whom their kingdoms were granted to them. The countenance likewise of the mighty shall he cast down, filling them with confusion. Darkness shall be their habitation, and worms shall be their bed. Nor from that their bed shall they hope to be again raised, because they exalted not the name of Jah of spirits. They shall condemn the stars of heaven, shall lift up their hands against the Most High, shall tread upon the and inhabit the earth, exhibiting all their acts of iniquity, even their works of iniquity. Their strength shall be in their riches, and their faith in their gods, whom they have formed with their own hands. They shall deny the name of Jah of spirits, and shall expel him from the temples in which they assemble. And with him the faithful who suffer in the name of Jah of spirits, and they persecute the houses of his congregations, and the faithful who hang upon the name of Jah of spirits. And in those days shall have ascended the prayer of the righteous, and the blood of the righteous from the earth before Jah of spirits. In those days the holy ones who dwell above in the heavens shall unite with one voice, and supplicate and pray and praise, and give thanks and bless the name of Jah of spirits, on behalf of the blood of the righteous, which has been shed, and that the prayer of the righteous may not be in vain before Jah of spirits, that judgment may be done unto them, and that they may not have to suffer forever. In those days I saw the head of days, when he seated himself upon the throne of his glory, and the books of the living were opened before him. And all his host, which is in heaven above, and his counselors stood before him. And the hearts of the holy were filled with joy, because the number of the righteous had been offered, and the prayer of the righteous had been heard, and the blood of the righteous been required before Jah of spirits. In that place I beheld a fountain of righteousness, which was inexhaustible, encircled by many springs of wisdom. Of these all the thirsty drank, and were filled with wisdom, having their habitation with the righteous, the elect, and the holy. In that hour was this Son of Man invoked before Jah of spirits, and his name in the presence of the Ancient of Days. Before the sun and the signs were created, before the stars of heaven were formed, his name was invoked in the presence of Jah of spirits. A support shall he be for the righteous and the holy to lean upon without falling, and he shall be the light of nations. He shall be the hope of those whose hearts are troubled. All who dwell on the earth shall fall down and worship before him, shall bless and glorify him, and sing praises to the name of Jah of spirits. Therefore the elect and the concealed one existed in his presence before the world was created and forever. In his presence he existed and has revealed to the saints and to the righteous of the wisdom of Jah of spirits. For he has preserved the lot of the righteous, because they have hated and rejected this world of iniquity, and have detested all its works and its ways in the name of Jah of spirits. For in his name shall they be preserved, and his will shall be their life. In those days shall the kings of the earth and the mighty men who have gained the world by their achievements become humble in countenance. For in the day of their anxiety and trouble, their souls shall not be saved, and they shall be in subjection to those whom I have chosen. I will cast them like hay into the fire, and like lead into the water. Thus shall they burn in the presence of the righteous, and sink in the presence of the holy. Nor shall a 10th part of them be found. But in the day of their trouble, the world shall obtain tranquility. In his presence shall they fall, and not be raised up again. Nor shall there be any one to take them out of his hands, and to lift them up. For they have denied Jah of spirits and his anointed. The name of Jah of spirits shall be blessed. Wisdom is poured forth like water, and glory fails not before him forevermore. For potent is he in all the secrets of righteousness. But iniquity passes away like a shadow, and possesses not a fixed station. For the elect one stands before Jah of spirits, and his glory is forever and ever, and his power from generation to generation. With him dwells the spirit of intellectual wisdom, the spirit of instruction and of power, and the spirit of those who sleep in righteousness. He shall judge secret things, nor shall any be able to utter a single word before him. For the elect one is in the presence of Jah of spirits, according to his good pleasure. And in those days a change shall take place for the holy and elect, and the light of days shall abide upon them, and glory and honor shall turn to the holy. On the day of affliction, on which evil shall have been treasured up against the sinners, and the righteous shall be victorious in the name of Jah of spirits. And he will cause the others to witness this, that they may repent and forego the works of their hands. They shall have no honor through the name of Jah of spirits, yet through his name shall they be saved. And Jah of spirits will have compassion on them, for his compassion is great, and he is righteous also in judgment. And in the presence of his glory, unrighteousness also shall not maintain itself. At his judgment, the unrepentant shall perish before him. And from henceforth I will have no mercy on them, saith Jah of spirits. In those days shall the earth deliver up from her womb, and hell deliver up from hers that which it has received, and destruction shall restore that which it owes. He shall select the righteous and holy from among them, for the day of their salvation has approached. And in those days shall the elect one sit upon his throne, while every secret of intellectual wisdom shall proceed from his mouth. For Jah of spirits has gifted and glorified him. In those days the mountains shall skip like rams, and the hills shall leap like young sheep, satiated with milk. And all the righteous shall become like angels in heaven. Their countenance shall be bright with joy. For in those days shall the elect one be exalted. The earth shall rejoice. The righteous shall inhabit it, and the elect possess it. If you wanted to know where I am, Enoch 51. After that period, in the place where I had seen every secret sight, I was snatched up in a whirlwind and carried off westward. There my eyes behold the secrets of heaven and all which existed on earth, a mountain of iron, a mountain of copper, a mountain of silver, a mountain of gold, a mountain of fluid metal, and a mountain of lead. And I inquired of the angel who went with me, saying, what are these things which in secret I behold? He said, all these things which you behold shall be for the dominion of his anointed, that he may command and be powerful upon earth. And that angel of peace answered me, saying, wait but a short time, and you shalt understand, and every secret thing shall be revealed to you, which Jah of spirits has decreed. Those mountains which you have seen, the mountain of iron, the mountain of copper, the mountain of silver, the mountain of gold, the mountain of fluid metal, and the mountain of lead, all these in the presence of the elect one shall be like a honeycomb before the fire, and like water descending above from above upon these mountains, and shall become debilitated before his feet. In those days man shall not be saved by gold and by silver, nor shall they have it in their power to secure themselves and to fly. There shall be neither iron for war, nor a coat of mail for the breast. Copper shall be useless. Useless also that which neither rusts nor consumes away, and lead shall not be coveted. All these things shall be rejected and perish from off the earth, when the elect one shall appear in the presence of Jah of spirits. There my eyes beheld a deep valley, and wide was its entrance. All who dwell on land, on the sea, and in islands shall bring to it gifts, presents, and offerings. Yet that deep valley shall not be full. Their hands shall commit iniquity. Whatsoever they produce by labor, the sinners shall devour with crime. But they shall perish from the face of Jah of spirits, and from the face of his earth. They shall stand up and shall not fail forever and ever. I beheld the angels of punishment who were dwelling there and preparing every instrument of Satan. Then I inquired of the angel of peace who proceeded with me, for whom those instruments were preparing. He said, "These they are preparing for the kings and powerful ones of the earth, that thus they may perish. After which the righteous and chosen house of his congregation shall appear, and thenceforward unchangeable in the name of Jah of spirits. Nor shall those mountains exist in his presence, as the earth and the hills and the fountains of water exist. And the righteous shall be relieved from the vexation of sinners." Then I looked and turned myself to another part of the earth, where I beheld a deep valley burning with fire. To this valley they brought monarchs and the mighty. And there my eyes beheld the instruments which they were making, fetters of iron with immeasurable weight. Then I inquired of the angel of peace who proceeded with me, saying, "For whom are these fetters and instruments prepared?" He replied, "These are prepared for the host of Azazel, that they may be delivered over and adjudged to the lowest condemnation, and that their angels may be overwhelmed with hurled stones as Jah of spirits has commanded. Michael and Gabriel, Raphael and Phanuel shall be strengthened in that day, and shall then cast them into a furnace of blazing fire, that Jah of spirits may be avenged of them for their crimes, because they became ministers of Satan and seduced those who dwell upon earth. In those days shall punishment go forth from Jah of spirits, and the receptacles of water which are above the heavens shall be opened, and the fountains likewise, which are under the heavens and under the earth. All the waters which are in the heavens and above them shall be mixed together. The water which is above heaven shall be the masculine agent, and the water which is under the earth shall be the feminine recipient. And all shall be destroyed who dwell upon earth, and who dwell under the extremities of heaven. By these means shall they understand the iniquity which they have committed on the earth, and by these means shall they perish. Afterwards the Ancient of Days repented and said, in vain have I destroyed all the inhabitants of the earth. And he sware by his great name, saying, henceforwards I will not act thus towards all those who dwell upon earth. But I will place a sign in the heavens, and it shall be a faithful witness between me and them forever, as long as the days of heaven and earth last upon the earth. Afterwards, in accordance with my command, when I shall be disposed to seize them beforehand by the instrumentality of angels, in the day of affliction and trouble, my wrath and my punishment shall remain upon them. My punishment and my wrath, saith God, Jah of spirits. O you kings, O you mighty, who inhabit the world, you shall behold my elect one, sitting upon the throne of my glory. And he shall judge Azazel, all his associates, and all his host, in the name of Jah of spirits. There likewise I beheld hosts of angels, who were moving in punishment, confined in a network of iron and brass. Then I inquired of the angel of peace, who proceeded with me, to whom those under confinement were going. He said, to each of their elect and their beloved, that they may be cast into the fountains and deep recesses of the valley, and that valley shall be filled with their elect and beloved, the days of whose life shall be consumed, but the days of their error shall be innumerable. Then shall princes combine together and conspire, the chiefs in the east among the Parthians and Medes shall remove kings, in whom a spirit of perturbation shall enter. They shall hurl them from their thrones, springing as lions from their dens, and like famished wolves into the midst of their flock. They shall go up and tread upon the land of their elect. The land of their elect shall be before them. The threshing floor, the path. But the city of my righteous shall be a hindrance to their horses. And they shall begin to fight among themselves, and their right hand shall be strong against themselves. And a man shall not know his brother, nor a son his father or his mother, till there be no number of the corpses through their slaughter, and their punishment be not in vain. In those days Sheol shall open its jaws, and they shall be swallowed up therein, and their destruction shall be at an end. Sheol shall devour the sinners in the presence of the elect. After this I beheld another army of chariots with men riding in them, and they came upon the wind from the east, from the west, and from the south. The sound of the noise of their chariots was heard. And when that agitation took place, the saints out of heaven perceived it. The pillar of earth shook from its foundation, and the sound was heard from the extremities of the earth unto the extremities of heaven at the same time. Then they all fell down and worshipped Jah of spirits. This is the end of the second parable. I now began to utter the third parable concerning the saints and the elect. Blessed are you, O saints and elect, for glorious is your lot. The saints shall exist in the light of the sun, and the elect in the light of everlasting life. The days of whose life shall never terminate, nor shall the days of the saints be numbered, who seek for light and obtain righteousness with Jah of spirits. Peace be to the saints with Jah of the world. Henceforward shall the saints be told to seek in heaven the secrets of righteousness, the heritage of faith. For like the sun has it arisen upon the earth, while darkness has passed away. There shall be light that never endeth, nor shall they enter upon the enumeration of time. For darkness shall be previously destroyed, and light shall increase before Jah of spirits. Before Jah of spirits shall the light of uprightness be established forever. In those days my eyes beheld the secrets of the lightnings and the splendors, and the judgment belonging to them. They lighten for a blessing and for a curse, according to the will of Jah of spirits. And there I saw the secrets of the thunder, when it rattles above in heaven, and its sound is heard. The habitations also of the earth were shown to me. The sound of the thunder is for peace and for blessing, as well as for a curse, according to the word of Jah of spirits. Afterwards, every secret of the splendors and of the lightnings was seen by me. For blessing and for fertility they lighten. In the 500th year and in the 7th month, on the 14th day of the month of the lifetime of Enoch, in that parable, I saw that the heaven of heavens shook, that it shook violently, and that the powers of the Most High and the angels, thousands and thousands, and myriads of myriads, were agitated with great agitation. And when I looked, the Ancient of Days was sitting on the throne of his glory, while the angels and saints were standing around him. A great trembling came upon me, and terror seized me. My loins were bowed down and loosened. My reins were dissolved, and I fell upon my face. The holy Michael, another holy angel, one of the holy ones, was sent, who raised me up. And when he raised me, my spirit returned, for I was incapable of enduring this vision of violence, its agitation, and the concussion of heaven. Then holy Michael said to me, "Why are you disturbed at this vision? Hitherto has existed the day of mercy, and he has been merciful and long-suffering towards all who dwell upon the earth. But when the time shall come, then shall the powerful, the punishment and the judgment take place, which Jah of spirits has prepared for those who prostrate themselves to the judgment of righteousness, for those who abjure that judgment, and for those who take his name in vain. That day has been prepared for the elect as a day of covenant, and for sinners as a day of inquisition. In that day shall be separated from one another two monsters, a female monster whose name is Leviathan, dwelling in the depths of the sea, above the springs of water, and a male monster whose name is Behemoth, which possesses, moving on his breast, the invisible wilderness. His name was Dendayan, in the east of the garden, where the elect and the righteous will dwell, where my great grandfather was taken up, the seventh from Adam, the first of men, whom Jah of spirits made. I'll read there's a note here that says, this implies that this section of the book was written by Noah, Enoch's descendant, rather than Enoch. Scholars have speculated that this portion of the book may contain fragments of the lost apocalypse of Noah. Then I asked of another angel to show me the power of those monsters, how they became separated on the same day, one being in the depths of the sea and one in the dry desert. And he said, you, son of man, are here desirous of understanding secret things. And the angel of peace, who was with me, said, these two monsters are by the power of God prepared to become food, that the punishment of God may not be in vain. Then shall children be slain with their mothers, and sons with their fathers. And when the punishment of Jah of spirit shall continue, upon them shall it continue, that the punishment of Jah of spirits may not take place in vain. After that, judgment shall exist with mercy and long-suffering. Then another angel who proceeded with me spoke to me and showed me the first and last secrets in heaven above and in the depths of the earth, in the extremities of heaven and in the foundations of it, and in the receptacle of the winds. He showed me how their spirits were divided, how they were balanced, and how both the springs and the winds were numbered according to the force of their spirit. He showed me the power of the moon's light, that its power is a just one, as well as the divisions of the stars, according to their respective names. That every division is divided, that the lightning flashes, that its troops immediately obey, and that a cessation takes place during thunder in the continuance of its sound. Nor are the thunder and the lightning separated, neither do both of them move with one spirit, yet they are not separated. For when the lightning lightens, the thunder sounds, and the spirit at a proper period pauses, making an equal division between them. For the receptacle upon which their periods depend is loose as sand. Each of them at a proper season is restrained with a bridle and turned by the power of the Spirit, which thus propels them according to the spacious extent of the earth. The spirit likewise of the sea is potent and strong, and as a strong power causes it to ebb, so it is driven forwards and scattered against the mountains of the earth. The spirit of the frost has its angel. In the spirit of hail, there is a good angel. The spirit of snow ceases in its strength, and a solitary spirit is in it, which ascends from it like vapor, and is called refrigeration. The spirit also of mist dwells with them in their receptacle, but it has a receptacle to itself, for its progress is in splendor, in light and in darkness, in winter and in summer. Its receptacle is bright, and an angel is in it. The spirit of dew has its abode in the extremities of heaven, in connection with the receptacle of rain, and its progress is in winter and in summer. The cloud produced by it and the cloud of the mist become united. One gives to the other. And when the spirit of rain is in motion from its receptacle, angels come, and opening its receptacle, bring it forth. Then likewise, it is sprinkled over all the earth. It forms an union with every kind of water on the ground. From the waters remain on the ground, or for the waters remain on the ground, because they afford nourishment to the earth from the Most High, who is in heaven. Upon this account, therefore, there is a regulation in the quantity of rain which the angels receive. These things I saw, all of them even paradise. In those days I beheld long cords given to those angels, who took their wings and fled, advancing towards the north. And I inquired of the angel, saying, Wherefore have thy taken those long ropes and gone forth? He said, They are gone forth to measure. The angel who proceeded with me said, These are the measurements of the righteous, and cords shall the righteous bring, that they may trust in the name of Jah of spirits forever and ever. The elect shall begin to dwell with the elect. And these are the measures which shall be given to faith, and which shall strengthen the words of righteousness. These measures shall reveal all the secrets in the depth of the earth. And it shall be that those who have been destroyed in the desert, and who have been devoured by the fish of the sea and by wild beasts, shall return and trust in the day of the elect one. For none shall perish in the presence of Jah of spirits, nor shall any be capable of perishing. Then they received the commandment, all who were in the heavens above, to whom a combined power, voice, and splendor like fire were given. And first, with their voice, they blessed him, they exalted him, they glorified him with wisdom, and ascribed to him wisdom with the word, and with the breath of life. Then Jah of spirits, seated upon the throne of his glory, the elect one, who shall judge all the works of the holy in heaven above, and in a balance shall he weigh their actions. And when he shall lift up his countenance to judge their secret ways in the word of the name of Jah of spirits, and their progress in the path of the righteous judgment of God Most High, they shall all speak with united voice and bless, glorify, exalt, and praise in the name of Jah of spirits. He shall call to every power of the heavens, to all the holy above, and to the power of God, the cherubim, the seraphim, and the Ophanim, all the angels of power, and all the angels of Jah, namely of the elect one, and of all other power, who was upon earth over the water on that day, shall raise their united voice, shall bless, glorify, praise, and exalt with the spirit of faith, with the spirit of wisdom and patience, and with the spirit of mercy, with the spirit of judgment and peace, and with the spirit of benevolence. All shall say with united voice, Blessed is he, and the name of Jah of spirits shall be blessed forever and forever. All who sleep not shall bless it in heaven above. All the holy in heaven shall bless it. All the elect who dwell in the garden of life, and every spirit of light who is capable of blessing, glorifying, exalting, and praising your holy name, and every mortal man, more than the powers of heaven, shall glorify, bless your name forever and ever. For great is the mercy of Jah of spirits. Long suffering is he, and all his works, all his power, great as are the things which he has done, has he revealed to the saints and to the elect in the name of Jah of spirits. And thus Jah commanded the kings and the mighty and the exalted, and those who dwell on the earth, and said, Open your eyes and lift up your horns, if ye are able to recognize the elect one. And Jah of spirits seated him on the throne of his glory, and the spirits of righteousness, and the spirit of righteousness was poured out upon him, and the word of his mouth slays all the sinners, and all the unrighteous are destroyed from before his face. And there shall stand up in that day all the kings and the mighty and the exalted, and those who hold the earth. And they shall see and recognize how he sits on the throne of his glory, and righteousness is judged before him, and no lying word is spoken before him. Then shall pain come upon them as on a woman in travail, and she has pain in bringing forth. When her child enters the mouth of the womb, and she has pain in bringing forth. And one portion of them shall look on the other, and they shall be terrified, and they shall be downcast of countenance, and pain shall seize them, when they see that Son of Man sitting on the throne of his glory. And the kings and the mighty and all who possess the earth shall bless and glorify and extol him who rules over all, who was hidden. For from the beginning the Son of Man was hidden, and the Most High preserved him in the presence of his might, and revealed him to the elect. And the congregation of the elect and holy shall be sown, and all the elect shall stand before him on that day. And all the kings and all the mighty and the exalted and those who rule the earth shall fall down before him on their faces and worship and set their hope upon that Son of Man, and petition him and supplicate for mercy at his hands. Nevertheless, that Lord of spirits will so press them that they shall hastily go forth from his presence, and their faces shall be filled with shame, and the darkness grow deeper on their faces. And he will deliver them to the angels for punishment, to execute vengeance on them, because they have oppressed his children and his elect. And they shall be a spectacle for the righteous and for his elect. They shall rejoice over them, because the wrath of Jah of spirits resteth upon them, and his sword is drunk with their blood. And the righteous and elect shall be saved on that day, and they shall never thenceforward see the face of the sinners and unrighteous. And Jah of spirits will abide over them, and with that Son of Man shall they eat and lie down and rise up forever and ever. And the righteous and the elect shall have risen from the earth, and ceased to be of downcast countenance. And they shall have been clothed with garments of glory. And these shall be the garments of life from Jah of spirits. And your garments shall not grow old, nor your glory pass away before Jah of spirits. Okay, well, that will conclude the reading, this night reading. And just so you know, if you want to keep up with where I am stopping at Enoch 62. If anybody wants to remind me, if you want to tune in and remind me, but I should have it marked here. So we'll pick back up Enoch 62. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to make it so I don't say in the morning, because, oh my goodness, I can't believe I slept like that. I normally never sleep that long. But like I said, if you missed out why I didn't do it this morning, forgive me. I'm sorry. It was me oversleeping to the point that I only had time to get ready for a meeting. And I had to then advocate and take, the person that I'm helping through their health crisis. I had to take them on an appointment and fight for them. So, but I wasn't fighting bad, okay? It's all good. I'm being peaceful, I told you, right? Doing the olive branch. So, this will conclude this reading, and we're making it through pretty good. It won't take too long. I just wanted to, I felt called. I can't explain it. I don't question it anymore. I had said that I wanted to read it out loud, and it's been a while. John and I actually did a study on Enoch, and I forget where we left off, but I will go to Enoch 10. I'll stop at 106. Okay, so we're at 62, and we will get through. If you want to continue to meet up with me here, I like the nighttime because it's like, you can feel like you're having something read to you at night. You can relax, and it's a time when the world is quiet, hopefully. And it can be a nice time for us to meet up. I like the night hours because I'm often up. Sometimes it depends. I'm not up. I fall asleep usually, but lately I've been up at the odd hours. So you never know. Maybe I would do something even later sometimes. You can let me know. But I do want to do like really super early too, while it's still dark, in the morning, very, very early. Maybe I could catch people if you want to listen while you're commuting or something. I don't know. But let me know. I won't promise the morning tomorrow, but I would like to so we can get through it quicker. So this is number 2 of the Book of Enoch. I want to thank everyone for joining. Please share and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, why don't you just do that? Just hit the subscribe. What's it going to cost you to do that? I'm only kidding. And also, I want to let you know that I'm locked out of my main channel. For those that don't know, I'm working that out. But I noticed on the video yesterday from the Book of Enoch, YouTube locked the comment section, and I don't know why they did that. So just know that wasn't me, and you can't even look at the live stream for that one yesterday. So I don't know if they'll do it again. Maybe it's something about the Book of Enoch. I don't know. So if you've noticed that the comments are shut off, I don't do that. So it's something going on. But you are welcome. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for joining. Oh, you're welcome, Martin. That's so sweet. Oh, yes. And yes, Molly, please remember to like the video because for some reason it might help with algorithms and people can find, maybe they're looking for the Book of Enoch and you'll help by liking the video. They say it corresponds. I don't know. But we'll try. Test it out. Like the video. Thank you. And I'll see you soon. If you're not doing anything tomorrow, I have something coming up. Okay, let me know if you're free Thursday. I'll keep you posted and post on Instaghoul, on Jenny the John, and on Facebook. All right, so I will sign off for now. We are now in the next day, Thursday, September 29th. Okay, we did it. Oh, is that it, Tina? Enoch has so much truth. They don't want us to know. Love you too. Yeah, I think the Book of Enoch has been hidden from a lot of us for a reason. I'm starting to put a lot of things together. Lots of connections are happening, and it's interesting because this whole aspect of Enoch, I'm really starting to look at it a little deeper. All the connections there. Enoch the Ethiopian. Yeah, all right, everyone. Take care. Molly and I are fermenting our injera. We are making injera bread from the tiff flour. Interesting that even all that happened during Feast of Trumpets, that I was just, I don't know, I felt the unction, as they say, to practice making the injera myself. And you have to ferment it. So it will be ready on October 1st to make the first batch. I'll keep you posted, everyone. All right, love you. Take good care.